Welcome back for another episode of the Radelaide Summit podcast. In this week's episode, we cover Nationals in Shepparton. We almost didn't make it out. Super Series round 2 and 3 and the up-and-coming rounds 4 and 5. Our Keystone Bake Sale for Breakthrough Foundation. The Keystone Launch Party coming up and more. Come along for the ride.
Now, if you're new to the podcast and haven't listened before, each week we scour the Strava leaderboards, watching you do your efforts up Northern Summit and discuss them here on the podcast, whether you like it or not. Now, there's a chance we might shame you, but we promise not to name you personally, and the odds are high that we'll probably shame ourselves because we are not as fast as you. Look, at the end of the day, our goal is to encourage and celebrate everyone's going up Adelaide's best hill climb, Northern Summit, and reaching their goals.
Langstrunk.
Now, so with that, let's introduce ourselves.
Langstrunk.
We are your Summiteers. Alex.
Hello.
Frankie.
Hello.
Kashi.
Ciao, ciao.
And I am the Wang. Welcome, guys. Welcome, listeners, to another Radelaide Summit podcast.
As always, we need to know what's been happening on or around the summit this week. So, Kashi.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Lots of weeks.
Lots of weeks.
We were going to do one last week.
Jeff.
We were going to try, but we were very tired.
Yeah, so was Nat.
Yeah.
Nat was very tired.
We'll get on to
We
that
chose
later.
ice cream over the pod.
That's a good,
How
that's a
good
good
was
one.
that ice cream?
I like that. I love ice cream. What did I do? 2 weeks. Ooh, lots of work, lots of dad duties. Just trying to fit in, that happy balance of not going like cram style for Super Series, which, you know what, yesterday,
It's working.
it actually, I'm all right. Yeah, I was, it was a good good day out yesterday. Long day out, but it was
Long
good.
day. Windy day.
Yeah. Wasn't blowing a gale
It's
at all, was
always
it?
windy up there.
But climbing a fair bit, which is good. I don't have any. No, I got a little bit of skin on my
Left.
fingers.
Little bit of skin
a little bit of
left.
skin. But it's good. Touch wood, no injuries. Bought a couple of guitar pedals.
What?
Yeah, I got a bonus at work, so
What am I
Big
going to do with this?
spender.
Guitar pedals.
no, I spent.
At least it wasn't like cocaine or something.
No, it wasn't actually. No, I don't. I don't do that stuff. It was good.
Anymore.
Bought some guitar pedals and just doing some recording shit at home. That's about it.
Are you doing any more with your music?
Yes.
No, you
Have
just
you
bought
got
the
a-
guitar pedals for no reason.
Yeah, I just thought
Just to
I'd
sta-
buy
just to
them.
stand on
They
those.
do look delightful.
What's your project you're working on at the moment?
I have 78 projects that I've recorded on my computer, so I've got option paralysis right now.
Can we just
They're
throw a
nearly
number out there and make you finish like
no,
53?
motherfucker. No. I've decided that I'm going to do like
69.
5. I'm going to settle on 5, and then that's it. I'm going to chill for a bit, and then a mate of mine owns a recording studio, so I'm going to actually do it properly and just do
We
that.
own a
How are you
recording
going
studio.
to cull down to 5?
I don't know.
But
I'm going to
totally-
need like a voting panel like
I
The
think so.
Voice.
I think so.
Yeah. Just like,
I'm going to spin around on my chair.
But like that's
the
classic
button.
creativity. You get to a point and it's nothing else is happening, and so you park it, and then you start something else, and then it just accumulates, and it's really hard to just get to a point where you're
Good
just like,
though.
nah, it's finished. This is what.
yeah, because then you think of
I've got an
something.
idea.
What?
Well, I'll just load them all into Serato and we'll just do a mashup.
DJ Alex. DJ Luca.
DJ A Flex, yeah.
Is that what it is? A-Flex?
For those at home, apparently Alex is actually a real DJ.
DJ A-Flex.
Yeah, he's
I like
DJing at the launch
Are
party.
you actually DJing at the
Maybe
Lord?
there might be some
Depends
stuff
how much gin he has.
Oh my
This is
god!
good. You've got to come now.
Yeah.
I was VP'd.
Oh, okay.
Exquisite.
Exquisite. Yeah, but that's about it. There's actually a lot happened. A lot of fam stuff going on too. So it's good.
It's good.
Life's good. Who's that?
Me.
Oh,
Me.
DJ A-Flex.
This won't go away, will it?
DJ A-Flex.
I just want to say, how good is it that, like, for the brain and body, when you can leave the house without arm warmers and leg warmers and not have to work out the algorithm of how the sun's going to come out today?
Yeah.
Do you know
I
what?
agree.
But
Like
what?
that's going to swap for like arse sweat pretty soon.
But that's okay.
I'm
That's
okay with
You're
that.
okay with
about arse
that?
sweat.
Yeah,
I don't really get too much arse sweat.
Look
It's
how
more
quick
like
our
the-
tan lines have come back.
No, no. It's,
Yeah.
Literally 2
Amazing.
days.
radiation burns.
That's okay.
The
No,
wang
I
is
do
actually
agree.
ethnic.
Cold is just
Yeah.
what? No, you're not. Oh, you're talking shit.
Wanganopolis.
Got a
So
snort.
snort.
Jesus.
So, yeah, I feel like I've been writing a lot. My tan lines say I've been writing a lot, but
Yeah, you have
Strava
been.
says not much.
Really?
Don't fucking unhide anything.
I might do that. But as you guys know, I'm struggling with cramps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's
Badly.
happening? Is that because your
Like-
body is just like stop?
I don't know. I don't know.
What
But
kind of things have you tried?
at the moment,
Everything.
I'm retrying salt tablets. I need to prove that they don't make me sick.
How many did you shelve last night? Was it last night?
I
or
just
before?
put the whole bottle in.
Yeah.
Waiting for the
Stood
bottle
on,
to
just stood
dissolve.
on his head and opened up. And away we go.
I'm like
That
one of
sounds
those
disgusting.
mules waiting for it to
No,
burst.
suppositories work really well.
So are you like, is your body just super fatigued?
I don't know.
Because normally cramps are a sign that your muscles
Muscle
are saying,
fatigue,
look,
yeah.
man.
Not always, no. There's a lot to cramps. It's not been like proven in any way, shape or form. There's heaps of different things.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm trying salt tablets, and I'm putting it out there to the listeners actually, because I'm trying salt tablets. I use Cramp Fix. I drink and eat 17 times
Pickle
as much
juice?
as...
Have you tried pickle juice?
Yeah, that's in the Cramp Fix.
Oh, is it?
Yep. So if any of the listeners got any wonderful cramp preventing tricks, please let me know.
Bananas.
I have bananas.
Anal.
I have
No, kidding.
magnesium.
No, you're not.
That's two snorts.
You know you're not. No, you're be anyway.
Yeah, but also went to Shepparton with Wang, which was awesome. I had a slight incident during the night. I'm not sure if I've told
What happened?
No, you
this.
haven't.
First night.
Okay.
What, when was this? Oh,
So,
okay.
We're in a
drink for this,
3-bedroom
jeez.
apartment. You got to picture this: 3-bedroom apartment, 2 bedrooms in the middle of the apartment. There's no outside windows in them.
What? So
Yeah,
you're in
yeah.
one big room?
No, there was rooms within a room.
Uh-oh.
But these rooms had windows, so you could look in from the lounge room into my room. It was fucking weird.
Oh,
Then
what?
had internal blinds in their bedrooms as well.
Oh, my God.
So anyway,
Pretty
I
cool.
was nervous going to sleep as it was because this bloke's in the room next to me. And so I shut my door.
Yeah.
And at 4:50 a.m.
Stop.
when I needed to go to the toilet,
Yeah.
the door handle didn't work.
No.
He's locked in his room.
I'm like, okay. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go back to sleep. I'll deal with this in the morning.
There, Wayne.
Yeah. Yeah, good little trick. And then I was like, no, I actually need to go to the toilet. So,
So what did you do?
looked around. I had my
bottle?
teacup. That wasn't going to cut it.
No.
Didn't have a window.
Wouldn't be able to fit in there, would it?
No, that's right. Have you ever seen a horse piss?
Exactly.
It's very similar.
Anyway, moving on. In the hotels, you can't take the coat hangers off the rack in the wardrobe because you obviously steal them. So
Yeah.
I used one coat hanger to disassemble another coat hanger to get the hook off of that, and then jemmy the door open.
So you locked him in?
No.
I'm
I just shut the
asleep
door.
in my
Okay.
room, sound asleep,
Oh,
snoring my head
my
off.
God.
So I got out about 5:10, went to the toilet.
What would have happened if you weren't there?
He didn't help me.
I didn't do
No,
anything.
but I'm so,
In the morning, he just laughed at me anyway.
No, because you couldn't open it from the outside
So you
either.
didn't work.
So I
You
would have been
picked
no
yourself
help.
out of.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God!
full MacGyvered that shit.
Yeah, more MacGyver more than
And I
Mission
wake up at
Impossible.
like 8 o'clock the next morning, rolled out. I was like, oh, how'd you sleep?
He was like, I locked myself
Fuck up,
in.
Wang.
Man, you were even considering the teacup. That's next level.
It was not going to cut it. Once I started that, it was.
And like midstream.
Midstream, you can't cut that shit off. No.
Worst.
But yeah, the overall experience in Shepparton was awesome. We'll come back to that shortly. Missed out on a plunge session before Shep, so maybe that's why my performance was hindered.
Your performance wasn't here.
No, it was good. It was good fun. Wang, what'd you do?
Well, it's been a big couple of weeks. Obviously, Shep with yourself, so nice little 8-hour road trip where I slept most of it.
Trip.
I did have.
You know, it's
no-
a long drive when he goes, I'm going to have my second nap. I'm just going to go
How
back
far
to
is
sleep.
it from?
800
Eight-
k's.
eight-
just
Oh,
under
so
the head.
basically like Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was 8 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
We made good time on the way back.
Had no mobile phone coverage for 3 hours on the way over.
This was
and
the funniest
Almost
shit
had a
I have
mental
ever
breakdown.
seen.
Man, you know what? You must be distracting yourself from something.
This is how it was.
it's like OCD.
In the car, in between, waiting for his reception
Rocking.
to come, rocking.
Listeners at home,
I've got one bar 4G. No, now it's gone.
DJ Aflex is just currently demoing what Wang was doing. He was rocking in his
What?
chair.
So, no, genuine question. Why do you think you struggle from not being able to access your phone for a while?
Because other people beat him to kudos on Strava.
He's a man
yeah.
of the people.
I just need to know what's going on. Yeah. I mean, I've got a reputation to uphold.
Being an asshole.
Yeah, that's right.
Admins of FaceTube.
That's true. He needs to know if he's Zimbabwean bloody, I don't know.
Wife to be.
The wife to be wanted to get into Adelaide bikes.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg was probably like, the traffic in Adelaide for abuse has gone down slightly. I wonder what's happening
Been
here.
good on
Trending
socials lately. If I'm banned on socials, I can't share stuff for the team.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's been on good behaviour.
I am.
Purpose.
Good work. Good.
I like it.
Good word.
So we'll touch on the Nationals later. My annual kilometre mileage took a bit of a hit with racing. I only done 600k that week.
Do you get
so-
twitchy when it's like that?
He did. He was losing it. He's like, look at my Strava graph. It's going to take me 10 weeks to get this back up.
We did have to. We did motor pace to and from Dookie every day just to get extra Ks.
Man, that is another story.
That
But
was,
yeah.
I thought you were just doing training, but like you were, but
No, that
more
was
so
to
to get the
race.
K's up.
Yeah, and also get the Ks up. That was good. We'll motor pace.
Well, let me tell you about this.
50k an hour.
To tell us.
I will when we come to
later.
that portion. Yeah.
So that was last week. Back to work this week for a couple of days, and then
Did you work today?
no, not today. Don't have to work today. It's a public holiday. There's no way I was volunteering to work on a public holiday. So I got back to my usual 21 and a half hours this week. So back up to the 8:10. So back on board. Obviously the bend yesterday.
Good
We'll
little
talk
motor
about
pace.
that as well a little bit later. So back to normality for a while.
That's good. Frankie!
Hello. Well, I was actually kind of debating on the way here. I was like,
Before you go any further,
yes,
masturbate or masturbate?
masturbate.
Okay, carry on.
Yeah. Sorry.
I was kind of debating whether to like be honest or not because I haven't been great.
Oh, you
Oh, yeah.
have
Oh,
to
yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, no, because obviously it's like, give an update on your life over the last 2 weeks, and like I'm just not,
Yeah.
I'm not here. Yeah,
No, it's all good.
it's been a bit of a like struggle. So for the listeners, calm,
Zen.
zen.
Focus on the wang.
Yeah, so
Wanganopolis.
basically, Soundman, as you would know, we were together, and he came back from Mont Blanc, and then we just decided that it was probably best to end our relationship. So I have been struggling a lot with that for the last 2 weeks. I haven't been sleeping, eating properly, because, like, he was a very nice person, and there's, I don't know, like, grief is insane.
Waves. It all comes in waves.
It does come
the
in
5
waves.
stages of grief.
And
It's true.
like I swear heartbreak is like the most traumatizing thing that someone can go through because it's just like you're now mourning something that you really wanted and was, really involved in your life. Like my entire routine has been changed, and so it's like trying to get used to a new normal. And yeah, I don't know, like it feels like it won't get better even though it will.
It will.
And yeah, like doing the Super Series
Keep
without
going.
him there was
Oh, yeah.
kind of really sad, but
We were there though.
yeah, I know. Yes,
So
great.
You've got lots of other people
Yeah.
around you.
And like I think the hardest thing for me was like coming from a place where my past relationships weren't good. Like they weren't
Yeah.
nice people,
Yeah.
and Peter was. So
Yeah.
that's the hardest part. So I'm sorry if I come across quite flat.
You're all good, man.
It's just gonna take some time.
We are like literally your biggest supporters.
Thank you.
We got you. It's
Yes.
all good.
I forgot the pom-poms though.
But there's a bit of a debate around. We did see a photo of Frankie on the front waving.
Yeah.
Do we wave or
Speaking
not?
of Super Series.
Speaking of Super
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah.
Well, so I'll go into it more later, but the race was quite easy during like the middle of it. So I don't know if no
Yeah.
one wants to do anything, but anyway, we
That
discuss
tends to be
later.
the way that most
Yeah.
races pan out.
It was a good photo. I'll give you that.
Yeah, thank you. And I guess other updates. My dad is better.
Yeah.
So
Yay.
I'm happy with that.
Rocco.
Good work, Rocco.
Yeah,
Good work.
he's been a lot more affectionate since it all happened. So if anything,
Probably
it's
a
like
wake
been
up
a
call
positive.
for him as well.
Yeah, like a big morality check. Like my dad's
word.
never told me that he's loved me first in his entire life. So
Oh.
and he does now.
Probably did when you were like 6 months old. You just
Maybe, and then
didn't
he
hear
was
it.
like, "You're a piece of shit."
That's okay.
So
Yep,
there's
okay.
like for me,
Yep,
there's a
okay.
lot that's
It's all making sense.
there's a lot happening
There's
at one.
no
Like
problem.
dude, a year from now, I'm gonna look back and be like, "Fuck, my dad almost died and had a heart attack," and then I'm going through like the biggest breakup of my life in the space of 4
Yeah,
weeks.
and then you're going to
It's
be
a lot.
like, I'm a fucking legend now. Like, you'll look back and you're like, actually, all of these things made me, shaped
Stronger.
me into stronger. Exactly.
Yeah. So I guess, like putting it out there, I know this is a very common thing, like heartbreak. So if anyone's got any, I don't know, stories where they felt like they were never going to get out of whatever they were feeling, and then, I don't know, I would
told
like
you
some
the story
hope.
about my mate. That was,
Yes, you
that was a
did.
true story.
Yes, you did.
So, and now he's happy as Larry.
So, listeners, please reach out to the podcast page. I know there's a few people who try to contact me through my my personal socials, but I've
Is that the same one you wouldn't let me follow?
yeah. No. Like I meant like my everything. I've deactivated everything.
Oh, have you?
So if you try and find me over that, it's not going to work. But
Man, get back on it just for the memes. Then we can send you fucked up memes. It's great.
no, thanks.
Oh no, they're good.
No, actually, having time off social media has been really good.
Focus time, mate.
Yeah,
I use it
is.
every day.
And also, I'm sitting with my thoughts.
Digital
like,
detox.
No, just use
No,
it.
no.
Can't concentrate on that many things.
well, like I was talking about you with your. What are you distracting yourself from?
I
Like
didn't know what was going on there. Yeah, well, he does that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
distracting
it
myself from that.
forces you to just kind of sit there and just grieve and think and I don't know, do whatever you need to do, and it's good. So,
Reflection.
Yeah.
What do you do? Put your face down on a. What do you do?
I just lay face on the floor.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're in your
Tried
mind.
that in
So
Shepparton.
anyway,
I'm in my mind.
yes.
I know exactly what you're going through.
yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I know you do.
We all
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
I know.
And look,
Yeah.
we're
Look at
here
all of us.
I know.
We're fucking flying.
doing
Yeah, I know.
things I never thought I would do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I think that's probably what I'm looking forward to most. Like, there's an element of hope. It's just like, well, I know that there's something else out there. If that's not right for me, then,
Time to
there's an
focus.
element of excitement to know what that will be. But it's just very hard to try and
But
get
also-
to that space.
Yes, because you need to let yourself pass through it because then you attract what you are.
Yes,
So
and
then
right
when
now
you're
I'm a
happy
nervous
with-
wreck.
And then when you're happy with yourself, then you bring all these beautiful people into your life.
And you know what? I will not be the first to admit this, but it's the first time to admit it to myself that I don't think I have been happy with myself.
That's really good,
Because
and we know.
Yeah.
Good
and
work.
so I'll get there.
Yeah, shit, yeah. Of course you
Focus
will.
on yourself.
Yes.
Time.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Training. Look, now that you've got stuff coming up, you've got more. You've got Super Series, like all
But
the
also
rounds.
too, I think there was an element of me sensing this was happening or going to happen because I've actually lost 6 kilos over the last 12 weeks from turning energy into myself and focusing more on like my own routine and what do I want and not trying to worry about other things. And so that's
Yeah.
a positive, and I feel
Oh, yes,
better.
it is.
So
Fuck
I
yes.
look better.
Yeah, look
so-
good, feel good.
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
Anyway,
love
so
it.
let's move on, please.
Yes. No, let's do that. All right. So we did allude to before. So let's segue. We've got a bit of a, quiz-ish. Quiz?
you could tell
Just questions? Quiz?
some questions.
Interview.
I know that you guys went to see Nat in Shepparton. Was he, she, they, whatever?
She looked better online.
Oh, okay. Who wants to walk
catfished.
through?
We got catfished.
Okay. Well, sort of. Wang, I believe that you are quite the Australian champion at the moment. Who do we want to kick off with?
subtle
You wanna-
flex.
Hang on, I do want to ask though, what is the Nationals? Is it like 1 race, 2 races, 5
Well-
races? Please tell us.
Shoot. Wang?
Do you remember when we had
Yeah, I was gonna
Tommy
say.
Chapman? Was it Chapman?
Yeah. The cyclocross.
About the CX.
Oh, that's the one I purposely didn't look up, so I didn't know anything about him. Yeah.
And you were like, oh, you're an Australian champion.
So
Yes.
the national
Meet the
championships
Wang.
are the Australian
Oh.
champions.
Hello.
So there was 3 races.
In his age bracket, 60 to 66, he's the national champion.
That was great.
Congratulations. Very proud of you. I saw that on the podium that they actually introduced you as Colossal Wang.
That was after the crit.
After
They
the
also
crit.
did it at the TT as well, but
Yeah, I
we
didn't capture
get
that
it.
on the video.
Anyway,
Couldn't
so
capture that.
3 races. What are they?
So we left Wednesday morning, got there Wednesday afternoon, late afternoon, went out, rode the time trial course.
I need to interrupt.
Sorry.
So we've driven?
Marta, we've drive. Yeah.
We've transported for 8 hours, right? And Deck the Balls has set Wang here with 4 minutes at race pace.
Yeah,
and
4 minutes. It was like just some activators, some
Actually,
Lego.
4 minutes at race pace and something else, 20 minutes at 80%, whatever it was. And
In
we
the
get,
TT position.
I kid
Yeah.
you not, I fucking shut the door on the car and this bloke is at 440 watts.
For 4 minutes.
Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
opening.
I didn't
Then we had
see
to
him
do-
again.
Then I had to do another 8-minute effort at about 380.
I was like, we've just driven 750 Ks and you've just gone and done that.
That was when I knew I was in good form.
Me and Trainer Cho just was chatting, looving.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, so
Anyway,
we went and recon the course. I got told it was pan flat. It wasn't.
it was not pan
It was
flat.
not pan flat.
Rollers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One little kicker, like a...
Like the bend?
No, not like that.
It was straight out back.
Yeah.
I do like the bend. Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, so 7.5 or 7.8k out.
Yeah.
7 and
Did you-
same
did you
the
TT
same
though?
back.
Yeah, no, we had to end up using the TT course for the road race.
Yeah,
So
we'll
did
talk about
the
that
course, yeah.
shortly. So, yeah, TT on Thursday. Was it afternoon, was it? Or lunchtime? What time
Must
was
have
it
been
on?
afternoon.
Afternoon, anyway. Rode out there in the morning, or motor paced out there behind the 50k an hour, 30. So it's 30k to Dookie from Shepparton, where the Nationals were. So
And I don't think Wang got in the passenger seat at any point to go to the race or from the race.
So motor pace
rode
whole
and
time.
back
Every
every
time.
time. Yeah.
Just get his
just
fucking...
K's
K's
up,
up.
warm down. It was nice. The ride after.
Big shout out to DJ A-Flex for that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
But after we done the recon, it was like 6:30.
I know,
once
it was
we
almost
finished
dark.
It was dark, and I'm motor pacing back to Shepparton at 50k an hour in the pitch black.
All I could see was a brake light reflection on his sunnies to see where he was.
You didn't have
and there was
lights on?
giant potholes and stuff just by a rear tail light on his bike.
It's a bit dangerous.
Yeah,
It was
we
dangerous.
called it. We called it eventually.
about 5k to Shep. I was like, I can't see where I'm going. We need to stop.
Yeah, you don't want to break.
Yeah, day before the TT. So we had TT on Thursday.
Was there any bike restrictions for any of these races?
They were
Positions.
all over it.
What do you mean?
They made
Your
him move his
has
position.
your position has to be within certain
Parameters,
specs.
yeah.
What if you're like biologically fucked up like me?
Then you become a para, wouldn't you?
No, oh my god, Jesus, we're gonna
Yeah,
get
but
shot.
these,
So you've got to have your
yeah.
bar. Your bars can't be a certain distance from your seat. Your
And
seat
is that age specific as well?
No.
It's all height related. as
height
well.
related?
height related,
now.
yeah, cool.
Um,
Because, people were flying around looking for Allen keys and shit to make changes right before
Dude,
they start.
That would be horrible.
And
Yeah.
because-
yeah, I had to.
Yeah.
I had to change my saddle position.
Yeah.
Did
Because-
ya?
Yeah.
Because
Too
I
far
feel like
forward?
you know.
Yes.
Still won by country miles.
My bike position's like very much like Frankenstein because I've got quite a bad curvature.
can't
of the
lean
spine.
over.
I can't lean over properly, and so I can just imagine they're just like, nope, you can't do that, and it's just like, well, I guess
just-
I can never
Not
race
doing
again.
time
Have you
trials.
seen-
Yeah,
have you
it
seen
took
this
me
guy on
2
a road bike?
seconds. So
Yes,
air as fuck.
yeah.
For the guy behind him.
He looks like my ute.
Yeah, so going into the TT, I felt good. Obviously done the recon on Wednesday. Legs were feeling good Thursday. Realistically, I was hoping for a medal because the other two guys that I was mainly worried at were like
Proper time
time trialists and heavier
was
than
their
me as well.
Wait, wouldn't you want to be lighter?
No, not on the way
always.
back.
Why is that? Is that
it
because
was
of the
mainly
wind?
downhill
raw
on the way
power
back.
too.
Oh, so inertia, right? Physics, bitch.
So yeah, I set myself a goal before the race to go sub 20 minutes. These guys looked at me as like, fuck, sub 20 minutes, you're fucking crazy. And rolled over the line at, 19:32 or something like
So-
that.
Not bad for a
I was
66-year-old,
watching the
eh?
clock, and I'm pretty sure someone was talking to me. I'm like, he's under. Here he comes. It's like,
Wow.
So I was like 47k an hour averaged. The one thing I was disappointed about is I didn't get to the 20 minutes to register a 20-minute power.
Yeah, 20 minute power.
No, because I was only 1933. So I did like a normalise of 393.
Should have just
so-
kept going.
Yeah, I
Like
did think
raw,
about
what,
it.
350, 360?
Nah, 386.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was pretty wild.
good.
Just under 20 minutes in the TT bike. So yeah, ended up winning by 9 seconds over Ben,
Big
guy
margin.
from Sydney.
caught and passed your minute man.
Yep. But the guy who got second must have gone out like a fucking gun
What was
because
the
he
split?
14 seconds he had on me at the turnaround.
Were you shitting bricks or what? Or
We
No,
didn't
actually,
know.
Don't know.
Didn't know.
Don't know.
Okay.
So yeah, he took 13. Was it? No, maybe 8 or 9 seconds out of me in the first 4K.
So did you know that you were purposely doing a negative split,
Yeah.
or you did? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to
Negative
ride it.
split, sorry, is when you end up going faster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you come back faster than you went out. So
Actually, just a question: do you prefer negative splits or positive?
I don't
splits?
do well against the clock ever.
it depends on the course
Right.
as well.
I do it like Norton. I'll do it 100%. I'll do a negative split. I'll
Yeah.
try and because my strengths is as soon as I hit the white fence switchback,
You just
that's
absolutely
when
faint.
I ride Norton
gradient goes
positive.
down. I can chuck it in the big ring. And
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ended up winning that, which I was pretty rapt about. To say
yeah,
the
good
least.
work.
Was pretty disappointed with the guy who come third. He won't be a listener, but he didn't turn up to the podium for the presentation.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, sorry, loser.
Yeah. and
Apparently,
this
it's
is-
a notorious thing
and
for him as well.
It's a notorious for him.
Do better.
And he is a big name in NRS, or used to be a big name in NRS as well.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Molostic.
I know that name. Yeah.
There you go.
Hopefully he doesn't
apparently
listen.
Did it at the state titles.
Don't be a sore loser.
Yeah, so I did get a lot of messages after the podium shot saying, "Oh, all right, you won. There's only 2 people in your race. Get fucked. There were 2 people in my race." The guy who come
I would have
third,
cracked him too, actually.
the guy who come third didn't turn up because he's a fucking sook. Anyway, during the race as well, unfortunately, a incident happened.
So what happened?
I don't know if anyone will ever know what happened.
Yeah, we don't know the full story. There's some stories
we don't know
going
the full
around.
story. We're not going to
Speculate.
on
Yeah,
it.
word.
Thank you.
But somehow a truck ended up on the course.
Oh, the fuck.
That's the big question.
Yeah, that's a big question.
Because it's a closed course.
Yeah.
It's a closed course.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, at the quickest part of the course, it was at the bottom of the hill where I was hitting 65. Unfortunately, one of the ladies' masters come through, head down in the usual time trial position, doing 60k an hour. She hit the back of the truck when it was stationary. So, yeah, as you can imagine, her injuries are
Pretty significant.
pretty significant.
Well, you're going 65 kilometres an hour and you're on a little bike with Lycra. So, yeah.
Correct. So they still continued to run the races up until a certain point. I went past her. I thought she was dead because they had the sheet over her. One paramedic there. When I come back opposite way, she was still in that same position. I was like, holy shit, this is not good. So, so she's still in hospital, in and out of coma, life-changing injuries, may never walk again, paraplegic. Thoughts are going out to them.
Yeah.
They are local Shepparton family as well. Her husband was racing, and he was in Masters 2. Masters 2, yeah.
Not sure, because they cancelled most of that after that.
He was in Masters 2, and he actually started the race and then got out and saw her on the road.
Again, we're fully unaware of what exactly happened and the current state she's in, so it's just what we've heard
Honestly,
along the
that
way.
really just puts things into perspective. I have nothing to be sad about.
Yeah.
So due to that, unfortunately, WorkSafe Victoria got involved, and we were not able to run the usual road course. So the road course was going to be a circuit of how many laps? 4?
Something like that. Like a 10 or 12k lap circuit, yeah.
So they had a couple of choices, either to cancel the road race or to come up with an alternative circuit. Alternative circuit was we're just going to race the road race on the time trial circuit.
Yep.
So out and back. So for me, it was 4 laps out and back. For Alex, it was 5 laps. So not really the ideal course for myself. I was pretty marked going into it after winning the TT. A couple of little digs in the first couple of laps. After lap 2, halfway through, I was like, man, this is fucking not.
They're not going to let me go.
They're not going to let me go. This is not happening. There was basically 4 people that were trying to make it hard for the day. So I come down to we let some fucking guy roll off the front with half a lap to go and just let him ride away, and he won by 10 seconds. That's why. Then it was just a bunch kick for the medals. I chose the wrong wheel in the bunch kick, come in 6th. So I was pretty annoyed after that.
Let me tell you how annoyed he was, listeners. So we motor-paced home from Dookie that afternoon, and all week, all couple of days, we've been doing 52, 54k an hour behind the car. I look in the mirror and I just get this thumbs up. So I'm like 62k an hour all the way home from Dookie.
So you were just driving like the normal speed? Yeah, wow.
Yep. So it's safe to say he took all of the comms from Shepparton to Dookie and back.
They have been flagged and removed and flagged again. But that's okay. So I probably would have been a lot more disappointed after that race had I not won the TT, because the road race was really my major goal. But that was okay. It doesn't always go your way.
And then you had a crit, I believe. Could I call you a crit
Sprinter
pick now?
Wang?
Yeah, Sprinter Wang.
Sprinter Wang, yeah. It was impressive. I'm not sure if you guys have seen the video where I was screaming as he's coming down the straight.
It was amazing.
It was actually a really good circuit in the centre of Shepparton, down the main street. A couple of fast sort of sweeping corners. right-hand and a roundabout, and then a hot dog turn at the top of the finishing straight. From that hot dog turn to the finish would have been, 400 metres maybe?
Yeah.
300?
Maybe 100, yeah.
So once again, I had a couple of digs in the TT. Nothing was going to go away. Once again, I was pretty marked. So was just rolling through. I sort of kept in probably the top 3 or 4 for the whole race.
Yeah.
1 lap to go. I was maybe in second or third wheel.
Yeah.
And old mate from, I don't know where he was from, Canberra, I think he might have been. Anyway, he's jumped going into the hot dog and then entered out of the hot dog with probably, 5 links on me, I reckon, 5 bike links.
Yeah.
And I come out of there second. And I probably did the best sprint I've ever done.
It was
Did you
my
crack
life.
1,000 watts?
Yeah, I hit 1150 in the sprint. But
That's
it was a long,
big for Wang.
It was a
that's
long
a massive
sprint,
number.
and basically freewheeled past him.
Yeah.
He
When you
died in
came
the arse.
out of his wheel, which you technically weren't, there was probably 2 bike lengths still, and then just past him.
Probably won by about 2 bike links in the end.
Nice.
So that was that. I didn't expect to win the crit, but that was nice cream on top. So yeah, 2 wins and a 6th. 3 wins would have been better, but can't always go your way, unfortunately.
Listen
So
to it, eh?
2 national jerseys, and next year apparently they're in South Australia next year.
Loxton, possibly, yeah. That's what I
Loxton.
heard.
But you, Alex, how was your national?
Yeah.
Well,
tell us about yours.
I actually had the pleasure of meeting our lovely new podcast fan, Matt Sherwin. Okay. Pleasure? Maybe. I don't know. He put me in the hurt box, definitely. The road race, we rolled out. We had a motorbike in front of us. And so everyone's just kind of cruising. And he's like, is this neutral? And we're like, no. And he was just fucking gone. And he did this.
Is he in your group?
He was in my
yeah,
group.
yeah.
And it was over and over and over. And then he was gone for like 85 Ks.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
And because it was a hot dog like circuit basically out and back, you could see him gauge that effort. And we only caught him with like half a lap to go.
But why would you want to tie yourself out like that then?
Well, he
It's the only way
was
he's
going to
gonna
win.
Right.
And when he came back, I hope you're listening, pal. When he came back through the bunch when we caught him, he looked like death. And I was like, we no longer need to worry about Mr. Matt Sherwin because he went straight out the back.
Yeah.
And then within seconds, I looked to my right and he's going again down that side of the road. And we caught him with like 1,500 metres. Like,
Wow.
Okay.
So I went for Hail Mary because I thought he was still up the road for like second place, took off. I look over my shoulder and there he is on my wheel. And over his shoulder, there's a crash happening in the bunch as everyone's trying to sprint. And then we had this tiny little S-bend over a bridge
Yeah,
to
that
navigate
chicane.
about 250 from the finish. And so, yeah, again, cramps. Bunch rolled through. I got 11th.
Good work.
But no, it was good. It was awesome experience.
Good work.
Excuse me. The crit was, like, that course was sick.
Yeah.
That was so good. Like, it was technical enough to hold people back, but also had enough spots where, like, power was good. And we whittled the bunch in half within 2 laps again because it was just, like, attack after attack.
Sick.
Sherwin again.
Yeah.
And then, I just did not have the legs to go with the last move. I knew it was coming. He was sitting behind me last move. I knew it, and I was like, I just cannot go.
Yeah.
So I rolled in for 8th or something or other.
That's still
So,
pretty good.
no, it was
Well done.
6th? 8th? I don't know, one of the two. Anyway, it was a sick. It was
Top
awesome
10.
fun. Yeah, it was awesome.
Very good.
So, and then,
Successful nationals.
it was great fun. And then, us 3 Yahoos and you all raced at the
All
Bend
us-
yesterday.
Yeah, the Bend.
Yeah.
We did.
How did you go, Frankie?
Well, I do want to discuss my race a little bit, actually.
Let's discuss.
Go ahead.
So, the team time trial was very difficult because it was very windy.
It was
So-
super windy.
I think the one thing that we struggled with as a team is that we all had very, very different
Abilities?
speeds. Yeah, abilities and
abilities.
speeds.
Yeah.
So what would happen is the pace would change every time someone peeled off the front, which meant that the fatigue set in quite quickly. And I ended up getting dropped, I think, around the corner from the last, like before you go up to the straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so it was only, 3 of the girls went and 3 of us were dropped. Don't know how to combat that, but
In fairness, 3 of us got dropped out of the elite team trial. Time trial. So it happens.
It must be. I don't know if it was the wind or if it was a combination of all these different things, but it was really hard, and I found it harder than last year.
Yeah.
The road race. So what happened with that was we had Butterfields, Keystone, Norwood. I can't remember the other team's name.
The green team?
The green team.
The green team.
Everything bikes.
Yes.
Oh, is that what it is?
So we were all together for the first lap, which is what I was expecting.
How many laps was yours?
6.
Okay.
So that was, I think, 46 kilometres. We went for about an hour and a half or just less. Anyway, we were all together for the first lap. And then on the second lap, we had one of the Butterfield's girls break away on her own. And no one was going for her. And I was talking to one of my teammates and she was like, nah, like that's probably just like a fake breakaway.
It is
like,
a hard course to stay on your own in that wind.
Yeah, and she was like it's a second lap. She's going to be doing that for what, an hour on her own? Like, nah, just let her go. So no one chased her. And I think Keystone are probably the second strongest in order to bring someone back. So we just let her go. And then for the whole race, it was just like super easy. We just all stayed together as a bunch. Like I was just...
her?
No,
She stayed away. She stayed
She's
away.
gone. She stayed away. She stayed away for the whole
I think
race.
she put like 3 minutes or something into you
Yeah.
guys.
Who was it?
Over Schmidt.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if it was like that was Butterfield's plan. It was like go away, make it look like you're going to die because it's too early, and then we'll slow down the bunch. Because really, the bunch was super slow. And I mean, it's interesting because my mindset has turned from I don't want to get dropped in each race to like I want to actually finish further up, which is like really good. But yeah, I just found it interesting that it was not too hard until the end. I tried to sprint and I ended up coming in 9th, I think, which I was reasonably happy with, considering I haven't been sleeping properly and I haven't been being able to like stomach food and swallow and hold things down, and I'm not fueling properly. So I'm proud of myself for that. But yeah, also if anyone saw me at the bend, I'm sorry if I was sulking. I was just not there.
You got third in the team time trial as
Yes,
well,
we
didn't
did,
you?
yeah.
Yep.
Did when you say that it slowed down after she went, was Butterfields at the front of your pack?
No.
Okay.
No, so it was...
It was slowing it down.
It was
I didn't do a
alternating.
petite perineum special.
Yeah, no, because they briefed us. Well, they meaning my teammates. They said, if Butterfields would be at the front and they would be trying to slow you down.
Team.
But I don't know. It just looked like that it was something that was fake. But no, they worked, and Butterfields came first, second, and third.
In hindsight, would have you chased that next time?
Well, no, because I spoke to the team beforehand. I wanted to try and podium, so I was hiding and I was just sucking.
Well, not you personally, but the team. Yeah.
Well, that was the plan, but then they thought that it was just she was going to go off and burn herself out.
Not stay away, yeah.
And so they would just let her go. But next time, I think that's potentially something.
Ava goes up the road.
Yeah.
So chase her.
Yeah. But, I'm a bit scared for round 3 and 4. They're not my type of race. So,
Yeah, round 3's going to be shit.
which we can actually,
4.
I would like to
Round 3
discuss
was-
after
yes.
you tell me how you went
How you
yesterday.
gone? Yeah.
How did you go?
I got cramps.
Yeah. Actually, no, I did too. And like the fatigue, even though it was easy, after an hour and a half, and then when I wanted to sprint, like my quads, I couldn't. It's like I had no.
I fucking love that course.
Yeah,
It
I
is
was
so
happy
fun.
because the first 3 laps of our race were hard, like they were fast and spicy.
They were,
and then,
actually, yeah.
So
and
we got
then
third in the TT
the
firstly.
third in the TTT. Yeah, and then the road race kicked off. It was game on. Finally, Real Chamoy got up the road. That kind of slowed us down a little bit. We didn't have to do much. We just sitting pretty, all 5 of us in a row.
It was great. There was so many, in fairness, like the first 2 laps are pretty rapid.
Yeah, they were fun.
And there were a lot of times where there was one move where I think it was myself, Raf, and Nick all in one bunch. Joy.
Garden of
Garden of
Eden.
Eden was up there. It was great. Epstein was up there. Like, it was.
It's not Epstein anymore.
Just wait.
It's still Epstein.
Miss your Epstein. We're all up there. I'm like, okay. And then we had a gap. And I'm like, surely this is it. Like, fuck, if I can get a podium again, this would be great. And then some peanut welded it back. And I was like, oh, boy. Anyway.
Yeah. It's hard.
But also there was like teams, not to be mentioned sassy, that were chasing their own teammates down.
Yeah, they were doing the
Like, literally
breaking
just,
the rules.
come on, kiddos, just like,
They did a Frankie.
nah, just, I don't know what was going, the bit of confusion.
Maybe.
Yeah, just a bit of inexperience. But,
yeah, it was sick. It was
we
good
got
fun.
we got Real Chamoy in the break. He finished 5th. So, and then we got
We're second GC.
Yeah, we did an impromptu lead out.
Bit of a lead out for
Which actually
so
worked.
8 up the road, so that means there was still 9th and 10th left for points for GC. So I had got a lead out for Raf, and he got
Cheers for that,
second.
Wayne.
Yeah, I was not involved in it. I was on the wrong side of the road. I was on the wrong side of the road. I missed the memo.
Can I ask? Because I wanted to try and podium, and so I was trying to position myself the best way possible. But what ended up happening is I got trapped behind a Butterfields and a Norwood rider, so I couldn't get around. So how do you know where to
Got to
position
surf the
yourself?
wheels, and it's all
So
instinct.
where were you
like,
positioned
experience.
coming into that last corner?
I was like on the inside, but a wheel in. So I
But
was
like how
still
far from the
hiding,
back?
near the front. So I was probably the top.
But did
Definitely
you have
top
any
half.
Keystone people there?
Yes, there was 2 people in front of me with the
Yeah.
intention of a lead out.
Okay.
But
And
then
so how
someone
did-
just
Okay.
decided to go off on their own.
Oh, so you sound like you actually
Sounds
in a
like
position.
it was, yeah.
It's getting there.
Yeah,
We'll get it next time.
maybe.
Yeah, it was good.
So we got Raf second GC. At the moment, Nick got Real Shamoy got most aggressive yesterday. He was certainly most aggressive.
He's
on the
always
drive.
aggressive.
What do
He
you
was
have
most
to do
aggressive on
to
the way home.
qualify for most aggressive?
You
Just
should see
animate
Nick.
the race.
Yeah. Nick was on just following and attacking everything.
Yeah, wow.
the
him and
first two
Epstein.
laps,
Him and Epstein. If it wasn't either of the two,
Yeah.
they definitely deserved getting some sort of. If it wasn't a podium for Epstein, he should have definitely been most aggressive because
I was at the back of the bunch going, please stop it. It hurts.
But the thing is, with the attacks, if you could time it and you could look up the road and foresee it, or you could, analyze, because you don't with how the course is, and how attacks would form. You don't want to be super right up the front. You kind of want to sit
Yes.
top third mid pack because you want to come. You don't-
Around them.
You want to
That's
be
what I
sitting
thought.
in their wheel. You
Yeah.
want to be getting like an armchair ride to the break. And shit, I got some real nice. There was a couple where I'm like, I was almost freewheeling down the hill and they're doing full sprints. I was just like, this is, yep.
We're on.
We're on. But yeah, it wasn't to be. But that's okay. It was good.
Positioning is so important on that track.
Yeah, super
Trying to
important.
stay out of the wind and
And the last
the cornering.
lap was it wasn't. Oh, it was almost a box on. It was.
yeah.
What does that mean? Sorry, like punching each other?
No,
No.
not literally.
No, just like everyone wants those 2 positions for
Oh,
points.
okay,
So
yeah.
it was there was lights view ourselves, but we did a bit more of a late up. And
Yeah,
then
they
sassy,
fell apart. Yeah,
sassy young kids on a death wish, so it's
yeah,
fine.
just chucking headbutts for no
Other
reason.
than that, it was pretty good. I'm looking forward to this weekend. This weekend's going to be good.
So, on that, all right, I will have a controversial question because I've been seeing comments on Instagram a long time ago and I was like, wow, this is spicy. So, there was the decision to change the course.
Yep.
I don't know what it was before, but now it's basically a gravel race.
Sick.
So,
but they said it's a hard, compacted surface.
Right.
I think people are looking too far into this.
Yeah, people.
They're
yeah,
not going
probably
to send
people need
us
to see the
for a
course.
normal road race with gravel on a full gravel circuit.
because I was going to say, like for me,
I
right?
hope not. Anyway,
I only have one setup, and it's the Cervelo.
Yeah, and ride it.
ride it.
I'm not riding the bike.
No,
Really?
Okay,
No, I'm not
let's
gonna ride
put a hypothetical here.
Right.
You jump on something that has worse brakes, that you haven't ridden for ages, that you're not comfortable with, and then you try and navigate gravel.
Huh? Say that again, but slower.
I'm riding my S5, 100%.
I'm riding my bike.
No, but I'd be scared of like stone chips and
Have you
stuff.
got, have you got insurance on it?
No.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, steal the S5. Get insurance on
Get
it.
insurance
But it's
on
just
it.
like, I don't know, like I completely understand.
Well, you get
for
it
the,
for the race.
No, I completely understand from like the perspective of people who organise a race. Like they would prefer to have a race rather than it to be cancelled. So I totally understand. Well, alternative is to have a more gravel race, right? But
Yeah.
we've signed up for road racing, right?
Yeah, it's
I
true.
would love to make comment right now, but I'll
Well, why
get in
don't
trouble.
you-
No, valid. Keep going, keep
Yeah, yeah.
going.
Right, so we've signed up for a road race, right, and that's what we are anticipating.
Yeah.
So that means not the majority, but there's a majority, but there would be a handful of people who don't have setups
More
for
than a
gravel,
handful, yeah.
and they're also
Are
not
they
in
promoting
the,
it
hang
as a
on.
gravel race?
I don't know.
It's always been a
It's
gravel
always been
race.
the gravel
It's always
race.
been like-
but there's only been a small section of it that's been
not really.
Getting
Not
more
really.
and more
No.
each year.
Last year was a lot. Like last year, we started on the gravel.
No thanks.
I wouldn't even call it the gravel.
The original
because
circuit, which they don't use anymore,
it was savage.
that was the best circuit.
Yeah,
and
it
they
was.
only had 2 gravel sections, out and a back. they could go back to that course, it would be
I don't mind
ideal.
last year.
Yeah.
Well, no, the
Last
point,
year's was more.
The
Last
point
year's
I'm trying
sick.
to raise is that we are in a road race, right? People might not have two setups, so they don't have the option to just whip out their gravel bike, and they also don't have access to the financial ability to just go and buy a bike if they do not want to ride their expensive setup on gravel like me, right?
That's fine.
So again, I'm not having a go at like people who have made the decision, because I know it's very difficult, but it's just like, like there's.
It was in
hard
this
to-
instance too, because I had a chat with one of the organisers. I went for a ride with him the other day, and he was saying that actually they were talking about like what happened last year, and they couldn't access their driveways, and it was like violence is the next step. So kudos to them for actually looking at an alternative.
They
because,
couldn't access their driveways for what?
Yeah,
A few
It's all
fucking
good.
minutes?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But anyway, like that's pretty hectic for someone to be like violence is the next step. So wowzers. Okay, cool. So that's
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's like, well, instead of it being cancelled, let's find another alternative.
which is
so I
kudos to
understand that they found another
But also-
alternative.
to Alex's probably future point. This is like the Paris-Roubaix of our state series, right? That means it's going to be hard. It's going to be on the dirt, and plus that dirt, you can still chop up 50 k's.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And isn't it around an airport strip?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And it's
If you-
also,
if-
it is actually from my airline
Days.
days.
yeah, airline days.
Yeah, it's actually illegal for there to be loose rocks on an
My
airstrip.
point exactly. So if a plane is coming off the runway, they're not going to have rubble.
But I also hope there's no planes coming into land. 'cause
No,
that-
They might
Could you
have.
I'll be
imagine
like,
negating?
I'm hoping you're not coming into land.
Can you
There's a
imagine if
fucking
I just
glider.
like, fuck it, I'm going to get my
So
glider?
I think
love
a
that.
lot of your concerns would have been answered in their meeting deciding on this course.
100%.
Probably.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
talking about the bike you're riding, I would do the same.
In
Are you
terms
going to do
of...
the same? What are you
No,
going
I
to
ride
ride?
my Scott. Yeah,
Oh.
mine.
Yeah, not
they're both
riding the-
Scots. But
Yeah.
if I the S5 or the Merida, I would ride the Merida.
Would you?
I'm bringing
riding the
both
S5, fuck
up. So
You bring both
Okay.
up.
Dixon
Okay, cool.
Cider
Putting
is
two
going
cars
to
in
have to
that.
take two of my bikes up.
All right.
And then there's the
Free
Moon to
John
Crit,
Wills.
which is just the Moon to Crit.
Yeah.
That's just a circle,
I know, right?
isn't it?
It's a couple of blocks.
Square.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got
not
bad
bad.
juju on that, eh?
Different
You
colours
have,
this year,
yeah.
my friend. You'd be seen now.
Yes. No, it's good. Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's.
Can we believe it's frickin' October? It's frickin'
Dude, I'm
October.
40 this
Daylight
month.
know.
saving. How good is it?
You guys have almost been on the pod for almost a year.
Have we?
That's actually
Yeah, boy.
insane. Yeah, no, actually, on
We've
that,
almost
thanks,
been on the
guys.
pod
That's
for
why our
almost 2
ratings are
years.
up.
We've almost been doing this podcast for fucking 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
But anyway, speaking of
You've tasted
October,
success for a year.
to the listeners, we would like you to come and party with us at the Keystone launch party, which is Saturday, October 21st. It's
Corey
here.
Worthington style.
Corey Worthington stuff.
See Wang dress up as Corey Worthington.
It's here at the Reform Distillery and Luca Elec HQ, which is in
Hang on a
Kent
second.
Town.
Does that mean it's like we're gonna
We're using
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Yes.
we're using this and that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are
We
we
are
gonna
going
put a
all out.
disco in something?
We are.
Yeah,
We're
DJ
gonna have
A-Flex.
DJ A-Flex.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Okay,
I got some disco
and it's
biscuits.
apparently it's free, and it's also one gin on entry.
One
That's
free gin on
To
entry.
be confirmed, but I believe you will
Oh
get a
shit!
free
Okay, sorry.
There'll
But
be
it's
a
gonna be a
food
party
truck of
anyway.
sorts, and then you can just carry on as you like. Yep.
Wow.
There'll be plenty
Yeah,
to
so
carry
check
on.
the socials. If you can get on the Facebook and confirm you are going, so we know numbers, we want to have enough
Oh, yes.
food and stuff like that.
Big shout out to the sponsors,
and,
eh?
Yeah, shout out to the sponsors, which is Lawrence and Hanson Electrical Wholesalers, TLW Commissioning, Reform Distillery, Luca Electrical, Life PT, and Echelon Cycling Studios.
Wait, so they're covering the food as well?
No.
They're just our
You get a free
sponsors
gin.
for the team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway,
And there's food just in case you can't have it
Yeah.
on an empty
He's
stomach.
got a lie in the stomach.
Yeah, you got a lot of stomach.
I
Zinger
want
burger first.
I want to do a massive shout out because we had the Keystone Bake Sale yesterday at the Bend.
good
Huge
was that?
amount of baked goods, which were
I ate
delicious.
something vegan.
Yeah, the Wayne is now vegan. But
Vegan now.
we raised over $300 for the day,
Well done.
and that went through to our friends at Breakthrough Foundation.
Yep.
And again, we are having their charity ride on October 22nd.
The day after the
The
party.
day after the party.
Oh, Wang Wang.
That's all right. That's the handicap you need.
If it already wasn't a long day,
Please
it would
sign
be now.
up for that. We'll put the links in the show notes for everything so you guys can get on board. And lastly, back on Norton Summit.
Yeah.
Old mate Matt Sherwin.
Your mate.
Isn't he supposed to have like a name that we can't?
No, he's just going to be called Matt Sherwin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should we give him a pod name?
No, it's his
we'll
alter
just-
ego. It's
His
Matt
alter ego,
Sherwin.
yeah.
Just kidding.
Matt Sherwin of Matt
so
Sherwin.
Are you familiar with Full Gas? You're familiar with Full
Yeah.
Gas? You
Oh,
are.
No.
So
I know of it,
basically,
yeah.
picture Zwift with
So
an actual
someone rides
high-res
it and
video
films it.
of going up a climb, and when you pedal, it goes at the speed you're working. So you can
So-
do Northern Summit, Alpe d'Huez, all of those
But on a
things.
computer.
On a computer.
Yeah.
Same as
Yes.
Zwift, but it's an actual shows you the whole North
So,
climb.
to reiterate my point,
Yeah, basically
he's
virtual reality, yeah.
not out on the road. He's not with the traffic. He's not in the wind. But he's gone and done Northern Summit at like 11:39 or something or other.
Ooh,
Does it count?
no.
No?
Just very definite no, because you've got so many other variables.
Yes,
Look at
yeah.
the words we're coming
Because
up
I'm
with,
pretty sure he
Kathy.
sent it to me with a screenshot saying, coming for you, caring, understanding, nice types.
Oh.
We wouldn't use that language.
No, not at all.
Well,
He's a very calm and collected and measured guy.
yeah.
So,
Much
Mr.
like
Matt
myself.
Sherwin,
Yeah.
if you want Frankie to do 700
Man of
watts for
people.
10 seconds, you're going to have to come to Norton Summit and do it properly.
Yeah,
Now,
come on,
you did
mate.
actually, just touching on that. So, first of all, no, your 11:39 does not count, but I will give him kudos on his watts. I think his
Yeah, it was
watts
massive.
were
420?
420 or something
Yeah.
for 11:39.
But I think he
so,
carried on as well past the top. He
Yeah,
kept
he
going.
went to that
power.
second little bit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Second little bit. Oh, yeah, to the
before you
winery.
descend. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
so
a solid
good time.
effort. But
And he did actually have a flight booked to Adelaide the next day.
Really?
Yeah. But then
Are you
cancelled.
brothers?
Oh, hang on a second. So he's actually not in Adelaide, so he can't
No,
just
he's not.
like willy nilly just go up the summit.
Otherwise, I'm sure he'd be out there. He's
Yeah.
just killing
But
it.
he'd be here now.
Yeah.
But okay, hang on. What about our like not international,
Internet?
internet listeners that aren't in Adelaide and they want to take part?
They
Then
can have
are
a
we
crack
just
on Full Gas.
Have a
Yeah.
crack
so
on
then
Full Gas?
are we just
Yeah.
not counting that, or should we just?
No, we're just
Because it's not the
They
world's
can.
greatest training platform.
But anyway, he
Oh, yeah,
cancelled
give it a
his
crack.
flight because the wind directions weren't favourable.
That is such a wang move.
But no, on the bike, I race with him. He's an animal. He is an absolute animal.
He's a weapon.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
all right.
Shall
so
we?
Let's go.
Let's good little segue. Let's jump right into it. The main reason why we exist is to let's see who's been spinning up the summit, not Matt Sherwin, these last couple of weeks, and check out the daily fastest times for the men and women of Adelaide who have been giving us a show. Slightly different for this week's episode due to the Strava not allowing us the required filters, or because Frankie tried after midnight after they reset. So
I
listeners
can
this
feel
week,
his head twitching, eh?
so listeners, this week we have the fastest daily times for both men and women since the last Radelaide Summit podcast.
I wouldn't say daily times. I would probably say I just went to who went up the summit after the 24th of September
last 2
and
weeks,
who's
Okay.
been fast.
Fair
That's
enough.
it.
Yeah, 24th. That was the
'Cause
weekend.
that was the
All
easiest
you're
way.
saying is that you just missed Epstein's time. Is that what you're saying?
No, I got it in there.
He will come for you.
Oh, he
He
would actually
would
end my
actually.
life.
With the shotgun.
Him and
I saw
those
him in
monster
Hungary.
calves at the moment.
Yeah.
He's
Dude,
he's
what is
massive.
going on with that?
Like, what'd you just put? Oh, what's that drug? I can't remember what it's called. Synthol.
Synthol?
Into
Yeah,
his car.
and he had his socks on first and then...
I know,
And
right?
he had he had shoe covers on.
Yeah, he
as
was
well.
not there to put boots
No,
on
he
caterpillars.
wasn't.
Eh?
No,
I was.
no.
He had
What?
the skin suit on.
He wasn't there to fuck spiders.
What?
Yeah, he's not there to put boots on caterpillars. Do you know
like
how
a
long
lot
that
of
would
That's
take?
a lot of boots. Exactly.
a lot of fucking
See?
boots.
Get this.
Yeah.
I saw him after the band in Hungry Jack's at the band, and the first thing he said to me is, "Are you guys doing a pod this week? You better be doing a pod."
Well, Mr. Epstein Bar the Third.
Not
Yes,
for
we
long.
are.
Formally.
Not for long.
Artist formerly known as.
Oh
Epstein.
well, yes. Okay, so to start off this shit. Speaking of the devil, Epstein Bar the Third has actually done a PB of 11:49.
Yes.
Previous PB of 12:07, which means you have beaten your PB by 2%, which is amazing.
It's an exclusive club, the sub 12.
418 watts.
Yeah.
Insanity. And he's actually decided that he wants to change his name. So drum roll, please, everybody. Hello, Swarnoff.
Sauna.
Swarnoff.
Yeah, sawn off.
Sawn off
Alright.
because he's a gun.
Yeah, they did
it.
have to explain that to me. I didn't quite get it, but
Yeah.
you're apparently a gun that's been chopped off that you can use on close range.
Yeah, basically.
In robberies.
All right. Next, we have the chicken burger connoisseur.
He needs a different name too.
Well,
No,
he
he didn't
doesn't
wanna
want
change it.
one.
didn't want to change
I think,
it.
well, we can keep it very similar. Chicken burger can't corner, sir.
You know what? Yes. Chicken burger can't connoisseur.
Oh, that's rough. That is rough.
I'm so sorry, but that's sticking.
Oh, my God.
Wow, that's good.
Actually,
behind him
I
at
don't
Vic
know
Park.
that his is... Oh, yeah,
It's
221.
12:21. I love how
I
you
thought he
just
did
know
a
that.
12:20 as well.
No, it's
Either or
12:21.
it's rapid.
Either
Anyway,
way.
he
you
got
beat
2
it.
PBs during the week.
You've beaten it by 1% from 12:30 with 419 watts of power. Congratulations, chicken burger Qantas. What did you say?
Sir.
Can't form a circle.
Can't corner, sir.
It was like 1 minute ago.
Wow. What's up
moving
next? Who's
on.
up next?
All
Anyway?
right, we have Wee Baguette, who has done a
Monster
PB
watts.
of 1335. Hasn't been on the podcast before, so welcome, congrats.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah, well done.
425 watts.
Holy shit.
I don't know who he is.
I
don't
don't
know
know
who
who that
he's
is. But then we've got the Romanian Sphincter, who has done a 1340, which is also a PB and
congrats
new to
on
the
everyone.
podcast.
Smashing it.
All right.
Yeah.
What have I got?
All right.
Haha, this is a good one. All right. I like this one. Is this one of yours, Frankie? We've got turtle titties.
Wait, as in I've got turtle titties?
No.
One of them.
They're whale titties.
They're actually goonsack titties. but
No,
anyway.
they're not. They're just boot
Can we
cutters.
ever think about that? For turtle titties. Think about
Yes,
it.
turtle titties.
Where are they?
What do you mean?
Oh, on
Under-
turtle.
under their shell.
Under their shell, maybe?
Inside the shell?
Oh, is it like in the shell or is it on the ground? It's like,
No, it'd be in the shell.
In the shell.
Where does a dog wear pants? Like,
Well, they're an exoskeleton, so it would be inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Got a... Hang on. No, not a PB.
Not a PB.
Not a
Close.
PB. Very
Close.
close. So Turtle Titties has gone up the summit in a 13...
What's those watts for that
1343.
time?
I know. 1343. Average
That shell's
power.
heavy.
I know. The Turtle Titties has done average 421 watts.
He's a big lad.
Is he?
Yeah.
is he
Oh,
a
yeah,
Keystone
yeah.
team?
No.
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 Um,
No, that's different. That's a different.
Gashi doesn't actually know.
actually, yeah.
Anyway.
So next up, we got this is quite One Night in Shimano. It's quite good actually.
Thank
I
you.
like that. With a 1414, not a PB,
but
Close.
but pretty good. No power, but 179 beats per minute.
He's
so they're
working.
working.
Yep.
Next up, we've got Bulgaria. Like Brilliant. Oh, I can't even like.
Like Bulgaria.
Like Bulgaria, but not the city. Whoa. Yeah. My name is Jeff.
Sorry, I didn't mean for you to read that out.
I like
Not
it.
a joke.
No,
did
I
they
like
get a PB too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, 1419, 1419, 308. What is this person like? 40 kilos
He's
dripping wet?
good bloke, this guy. Regular at Contour.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
I don't know him.
Is that
Does he
your
ride for
like
Keystone?
criteria for good bloke?
Yeah.
Shows up at
No, he's
Contour?
done dust sweepers as well.
Does he ride for Keystone?
No.
Okay, good.
You wouldn't know him. Anyway.
With 173 beats per minute.
You
Yeah.
should know the next bloke.
What do we got? Yes. Oh, Betty Whiteout with 1423, 320 watts,
Not bad.
173
Working.
beats per minute. Yeah, he was working today as well, actually.
That's good. Amazing. Well, another PB. We went for a Rico roll this morning with this
You
gentleman.
done six.
A Rico roll, and we went up Norton Summit, and the time was pretty much bang on his PB, which was like 5 weeks ago.
Oh my
And he's
god!
then gone on to take almost 2 minutes off of that in the
Yeah, we
last
did,
couple
what,
of weeks.
16, what did we do
50?
today? 1650 today?
I love this name. I'm
Anyway,
deeply
so-
saddened.
So what was his original? name?
Original name was last name Cider, first name Dixon. And he's got a PB of 1445 now. And so he would like a name change.
And what is it, Alex?
He's changing it, much to our disappointment, because this is hilarious, but to the Gleason effect.
Don't hold on for too long,
Don't
fam.
hold on for
Yeah.
too long.
That is the lesson.
Yes.
This is very well put in, isn't it?
Yes, I did it
this
on
is-
purpose. Thank you.
Going
This
off
is
the
very
back of
good.
yesterday's racing.
but also, sorry to butt in. Look at the actual person.
Look at the
I know.
actual name
I don't
as
know
well.
who that is. Who is it?
I don't know, but I
Anyway,
think maybe
okay.
I don't know if they wanted to be called that, but I just
So with 345 watts, a 1452 with Talem Bendova.
thank you.
That's quite good. That's
you.
good. I like that. That's very good.
And we got some females for us,
Alrighty,
Wang.
now we have the females. So coming out as the fastest woman for the last 2 weeks in a time of 1903, 7% off her PB of 1744. She's working 163 beats per minute. We have Gloss and Grain.
Is that a
the
shop on
old,
Painter Road?
Shop on Painter Road.
Oh yeah.
Next, this girl needs to get a PB so she can change her name. What was this original? 25-14 was this time with a PB of 17-17. Look, I'll pace her if she wants, just so she can change her name. 147 beats per minute. We've got Sloppy Sensation.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good.
Next, we have PB for this girl with a 25.08. Not sure what her previous PB was.
The first time on the pod.
Yeah.
First time on the pod.
And you were in the toilet with this one, weren't you?
No, actually, I was
No,
like,
you're in the
I was
kitchen.
in-
You're washing the dishes.
I was in the kitchen and I was washing the dishes.
And he went, Olga. Oh, she went, morning fresh.
Yeah, I was asking my mum, like, well, what can I call something? She's like, oh, maybe
Morning
Massimo and
fresh.
curry. I was like, stop.
Massive curry.
Anyway.
So Morning Fresh we've got as coming in third. And then lastly, also with a PB.
And new to the pod.
of
Yeah,
new to the pod. 30-29, 127 watts, 139 beats. She's just chilling.
Just chilling, yeah.
Rhino Roller.
Rhino
done
Roller.
to all of
Yeah,
those.
no, I was
Just
just
like an epi lady for
No,
your hair.
just- Do you know, I've actually
Tried one of those?
I have.
They fucking hurt.
Yeah,
They do hurt. They
I
do
remember
hurt.
I got my
trying
butt
it years
tattooed the
ago.
other week.
And you had to get
And the epi
And it
lady
hurt
was way
less.
worse than
yeah, you
It
might
hurts
as well just get
less.
it waxed, but you don't get the roots out, and it's just
All
doesn't
right,
last
all
as long.
right.
And I wouldn't mind getting the root out. No.
What's happening? What's coming up?
Oh shit! I threw away this. Hang on.
yeah,
Let me.
You're still on. You're still on. Yeah.
Please put on the music. So apparently, we've got the AHCC She Ride on at Talinga Road, Mount
This is
Torrens.
the
Yeah,
coaching
this is the
thing.
second one.
Which is what we've mentioned previously on our pod. So basically, it's
This
as
is what
part of
you should have to go to.
no, as part of the She Rides program, the AHCC runs coach training routes for women using some of our regular race routes. So they're coached apparently by Margaret Boland and Anthea Boylan, to improve some bunch riding and their hill climbing and descending while learning about the courses that the Adelaide Hills Cycling Club use for their races. So you have to have drop handlebars and riding cleats and ride their bike regularly. That's who they're most suited for. And all participants must wear a helmet and have...
Meets Australian standards.
That
yeah.
meets Australian... What, they're going to put a watermelon on their head?
No, because you can get like a Euro helmet without the sticker.
Which clearly don't work if anyone's seen the European Championships. Stefan Kuhn. Yeah.
And you have to have an Oz Cycling lifestyle or racing licence.
Yep.
So yeah,
Lifestyle.
bunch size
Been
limited to
wanged for the
10,
Oz Cycling lifestyle.
so get on it and get round it. We've got Oz Cycling Tuesday and Wednesday night, which is the 3rd and 4th of October, which is tomorrow. We've got the Sprint and Para Sprint, plus the ADV Junior Training.
Advanced
Thank you.
Junior
I
Training.
didn't know what that was. We've got the NCC Crit on Tuesday.
That's tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Are you
Yeah,
being
come
man
see
of
the
people?
wang.
Marshall
Come and see the
Mathers
wang.
over here.
Marshall Mathers.
Come and
You need a
see,
PB.
Yes.
come and see the wang on the northern corner.
Just a question: is it going to be just like A, B, C, D, E grade,
Yeah.
or are they doing men and women?
I'm not sure actually. Let's check
Have a look on
Entry
Entry Bus.
Oh, I don't like looking up things myself. Anyway, AMCC, 4th of October, we've got Wednesday night criterium at Fick Park. So what is that? What's the difference?
Masters.
That's the Masters.
Masters.
You got to be
Okay.
old.
The Masters.
Master.
See,
The
Master. You don't say
Master.
Master. Going to the Masters. Anyway,
Carry on.
I rest my case. We've then
Pat
gone
Cashel.
women's and junior criteriums by Contour, which is on the 5th of October. We've got the Super Series round 4 and 5 this Saturday and Sunday down at Copper Coast and Moonta.
Another boys' trip.
We then have the SCC 2nd, 4th, 6th, 9th, 11th of October,
whole
which has
gag
a
of
whole geese of events down at the Edwardstown Velodrome. And then we've got Adelaide's Hill Cycling Club has got a road race down at Macclesfield on the 15th of October on Stamped Road. So if you're not part of the
need a
Super
post
Series, track or crit or road racing, you also might like the following. So we've got Oz Cycling SA. Fuck, there's so much shit, man.
Yeah, summertime.
Busy.
7th of October, Hut 6 BMX State Championships at 5 a.m. Wait, at Sam.
At
Sorry.
Sam.
At Sam Wilbur facility. Oh, God, someone kill me.
Yeah.
Oz Cycling SA, Sunday, the 8th of October, we've got Downhill State Champs at Wollonga, and then we've got Inside Line Mountain Bike Club, 7th of October, Charity Chainless Retro Hard Trail State Champs.
That's some
Jump
serious-
on Entry
that's some
Box
serious dirt
for all
road.
of the details.
You can have a breath now.
Thank you.
Jump onto Entry Bus, see?
Yes, jump onto Entry Boss. So with that, ladies and gentles. Ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, all creatures in between. If you have enjoyed yourself, why don't you give us a follow through your favourite podcast app and access all our episodes through YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Please subscribe, hit
sorry.
the bell icon,
Ding.
That was a bit early.
and don't forget to... Yeah, that's what she said. Anyway, don't forget to tell all your friends and share it with everyone.
Yes, we are all over the socials. We love hearing from you. We'll give you updates, info, and let you know when new episodes are out, along with other podcast news and information. If you want to support the podcast...
Or me, please.
Or Frankie. Head over to our Buy Me a Coffee page. If you donate, we'll give you a shout-out on the podcast next week.
Now, we'd love to hear your feedback and to know your thoughts. So hit us up and let's have a chat through our Facebook or Instagram page, or shoot something through on the email radelaidesummit@gmail.com.
Now, where's my wallet? I'm going to put a $5 that you have to explain this joke to Frankie.
Well, it's Dr.
Dr. Doolittle Wang.
Dr. Doolittle Wang after my last episode with
Steve.
my pet magpie Bobby,
Yeah.
which he won the Norm Smith in the AFL Grand Final that he was named after. It
It was a sad day.
Yeah.
Both my Brisbane teams lost their grand final.
yeah, how was the NRL? Anyway,
I was
got a joke. So unfortunately, Bobby the magpie that I was hand rearing did pass away.
That's a bit concerning that you were hand rearing him, but anyway.
Yeah. So I've got another pet. I've got a pet termite.
pet termite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what I called him?
No.
Clint.
I'm sorry.
Clint.
Is that
C-L-I-N-T.
is that the end of the joke?
No, that's not the end of the joke.
So Clint.
Clint. Yeah.
All right, hurry up.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. I got it. Thank you. That was
We'll
bad.
see you out on the summit this
Ciao,
week.
ciao, ciao.
Bye. Bye.